Welcome to This Explainer. We're diving right in today to explore why companies are making a massive shift. They're moving away from viewing financial well-being as just some optional, nice-to-have perk, and finally seeing it for what it is, an absolute strategic necessity. For a long time, the corporate world just threw financial wellness into a benefits package to make it look a little more robust. But the data we're looking at today, it tells a completely different story. Every single decision your workforce makes is fundamentally a financial decision. And honestly, ignoring that reality has a massive, measurable impact on your organization's bottom line. So here is our game plan for today. First, we'll cover the true cost of financial stress. Second, looking beyond standard retirement. Third, equipping a distributed workforce. And fourth, measuring true program ROI. All right, kicking things off with Section 1, the cost of financial stress. It's a huge question to ask, isn't it? What is your team's financial stress actually costing you? Because here's the reality. Everyday money worries don't just magically disappear when your team walks through the front door or logs into their remote workspace. Over half of the workforce today reports being financially stressed. Just take a second to let that sink in. When your employees are quietly panicking about paying off medical debt or affording childcare or covering a busted transmission, their mind is simply not on their work. It shows up as distraction, absenteeism, and eventually total burnout.
And the severity of this problem is absolutely staggering. Employee financial stress costs companies more than $40 billion in lost productivity every single year. $40 billion. That is not a soft metric, folks. That's direct operational debt. When your team is struggling just to navigate their day-to-day finances, the company is directly footing the bill for that mental load. So how exactly does this operational debt manifest on a daily basis? Well, 1 in 4 employees straight up report that financial stress lowers their productivity in the workplace. But here's the kicker. 29% of employees who actually have a 401k have taken out a loan against it. That's a drastic measure. We call that retirement leakage. Without day-to-day financial guidance, people are resorting to extreme measures like hardship withdrawals just to survive the month. This money stress silently but surely erodes their focus, their engagement, and even physical workplace safety.
Moving right along to Section 2, beyond standard retirement benefits. For decades, companies figured, hey, we offer a retirement plan, we checked the financial wellness box. But the contrast is pretty wild when you really look at it. Standard record keepers are entirely future-focused. They often come with inherent conflicts of interest since they're run by financial institutions that just want to manage assets. And they frequently require asset minimums. That literally leaves out the exact employees who need the help the most. On the flip side, holistic platforms tackle the immediate daily financial hurdles. They use unbiased fiduciary planners who aren't selling products, focusing instead on everyday money moments and real-time debt management. To put a human face on this, consider Emmanuel. He's an account manager who used a holistic financial well-being platform. He shared that he was finally able to get a complete, honest count of his debt. From there, he paid off a major medical expense and completely cleared out 2 of his 5 credit cards. He actually found a clear path forward. This isn't about complex wealth management for the top 1%. It's about providing the essential tools and empathetic coaching to help everyday employees just breathe a little easier today. A truly personalized, holistic plan supports the whole person. It addresses those urgent, immediate needs like budgeting, building up emergency savings, and debt paydown. But it also seamlessly integrates into your existing corporate rewards package, helping people optimize their healthcare and benefit selection. Plus, it offers crucial services like estate planning and wills, all with absolutely no asset minimums. That means it's totally relevant and accessible for everyone, from an entry-level worker living paycheck to paycheck, right up to an executive managing significant wealth. Kristen's story highlights this perfectly. As a loan specialist, she admitted that setting up a trust and a will kept slipping down her to-do list. I mean, we've all been there, right? But through her company's financial well-being program, she finally took action. Addressing blind spots like estate planning provides this immediate, incredible peace of mind. By taking that specific mental weight off her shoulders, she directly reduced the invisible load she was dragging into work every single day. Which brings us to Section 3, equipping a distributed workforce. Okay, so you know the value, but how do you actually reach a diverse, scattered team? This 4-step playbook is absolutely crucial. Step 1, it has to start with leadership participation. Programs see the highest success when leaders actually use the tools themselves and openly talk about their own financial goals. Step 2, rely on a dedicated relationship manager from your provider to handle the heavy lifting of the rollout. Step 3 is vital, mobile access. Your non-desk workers, whether they're in the field, on the road, or on a factory floor, need to access these tools from their phones just as easily as a desk worker does from a laptop. And step 4, which you cannot skip, ensure accurate translation and native language coaching, especially Spanish language support, so nobody is left behind. Because equitable access means meeting your employees exactly where they are. For multinational companies, that's a massive hurdle. But top-tier programs solve this by providing fiduciary support in over 100 countries and more than 35 languages. This ensures global benefit parity. It literally means your teams across different borders receive the exact same level of trusted, unbiased, culturally relevant financial coaching as your headquarters staff. All right, let's tie it all together in Section 4, Measuring True Program ROI. This is where the business metrics really shine. Companies that actively engage their workforce with proven financial wellness tools see a massive 27% reduction in turnover compared to those that don't. 27%. Just think about the sheer cost of recruiting, hiring, and training a single new employee. If a structured program can reduce your turnover by over a quarter, the program effectively pays for itself multiple times over in retention savings alone. And the employees themselves back that data up perfectly. 79% report they are more likely to stay with an employer that offers a comprehensive financial well-being platform. Helping your team hit their personal life goals, whether that is buying a first home, crushing student loans, or finally starting an emergency fund, it creates a powerful, deep-rooted loyalty that standard traditional workplace perks simply cannot touch. So what's the impact on daily operations? This statistic absolutely blew my mind. Financially healthy employees are 85% more productive than their financially stressed peers. Let me repeat that, 85%. When you remove the baseline anxiety of debt and financial instability, you unlock a level of focus and engagement that completely transforms the everyday output of your teams. And it isn't just about company metrics either. This translates to real-world, life-changing progress for the employees. Data shows that users of these structured programs see an average of over $16,200 in debt paid down and dollars saved in just their very first year. Tracking this metric over time proves genuine behavior change. That is a person entirely rewriting their financial future, all because their employer provided the right tools and the right coaching. So, I want to leave you with this final thought to really chew on. Look closely at your company's total rewards package right now. Ask yourself, is it merely a checklist of legacy perks? Or is it actively relieving your workforce's most urgent everyday burdens? The business case is clear, and the ROI is undeniably proven. The real question is, can your organization afford not to invest in true financial well-being?
Thanks for watching. If this gave you a new way to think about your wealth, subscribe to Langford Invests. Leave a comment below with the one savings move you're making this year, and I'll see you in the next one.